Ha?
Sabi ba naka-sleeveless? Kailangan natin mo ba?
Kunin mo.
I will rate
Yan na.
I will rate this as 7 out of 10.
Bernice.
Ay, ito yun yung mag-picture ka sa mga.
Saan? Pasok na tayo dito, Lods. Souvenirs. Labo naman ito po. Guys, special pork lechon 1/4 pero pwedeng half kilo. Nagprito din pala itong veggie. Sige kuya. Ay, sorry. Naka-on pala. Burger.
Wala na tayo kumain kanina umaga. Nagkanin tayo.
Voucher consumable. Per person po.
Yes.
May 100.
Ano? 100.
Okay. Thank you. Wow.
Chicken, bacon, ano eh?
Gelato na lang yung ice cream. So ba try yan?
Pwede ba mag-take lang?
Tag 100 stick.
Danish. Gelato. Ang gusto mo? Grandia.
Coffee Arabica pa.
Ito.
Sa'yo.
Hindi, isa lang muna.
Sige.
Hindi ba tayo? Yung shumapol naman yan, tapos pwede mo namang dagdagan. Yung tinapay.
Hindi, mura lang yung ano. Ah, yung ice cream lang yung consumable.
Hindi, lahat sa lahat yan. Magkano?
Ay, hindi ba kasama yun?
Order na tayo. Jandria. Ah, yung dun sa 2 scoops, pwedeng ibang flavor.
Opo, pwede.
Ah, ano? Bali,
Huwag ka na ng wall.
bawat siya.
$200 lang.
Hindi pa rin gets.
Ano ba, gets? Hindi ba pag consumable?
Yummy.
Ang sarap.
Ano pala yan eh, oh. City Hall lang Cebu. Ang laki. Oh.
Excuse me, sir, are you
Ay, tara. Hindi tayo. Wow. Saan ba tayo? Eh, kuya.
Boss. Ay, ako yung pag-edge na ganay.
Gatas. Ay, sorry. Yung guide pala.
Dito po tayo, ito mo na.
Ah, sige. Ay, pusikat pa.
So this one is Puso de la Virgen. This was the only fresh water before. Kasi po, ito pong buong fort is dagat na.
Hmm.
And kaya po ginawang well, kasi nga po, parang kinover lang nila. Kasi po parang was their source of water, kung saan sila naglalaba, kung nagluluto, makuha ng tubig, panghugas nila, dito na. So ngayon is ginawa po naming wishing well because we believe that it is miraculous. As the Nuestra Señora de la Cota, or the Virgin of Remedies, is found inside the well. And ayan po, is replica na po. The original image is, I think it's in Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral. Pwede na pong silipin.
Kasi,
So before it was fresh water, pero ngayon is mixed na ng rainwater. Kaya hindi po nauubusan ng tubig yan. Kasi parang may spring pa po sa ilalim. Nauubos lang po yan pag may El Nino.
Lipit nila. Ayun pala. Ito. Next.
So this one is the Battle of Tres de Abril. So that's why it's called Tres de Abril, because it happened on April 3, 1858, between the Katipuneros and the Spaniards. So the costume or the suit of the Katipuneros is a Latin word. More on, it protects them. Parang ginamit nila ito pang mga anting-anting or agimat nila. So hindi sila tinatablan ng bala. Pero hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari sa dalawa. Tinablan.
Sinablan.
Pero the spears or the tip of the spears of the Katipuneros has poison. So they can easily kiss the Spaniards. So Katipuneros are headed by Pantaleon Villegas, or also called as Leon Quila.
Yun, kila.
So he used Leon Quila to cover up his real name, to protect him from the Spaniards. So also, Leon Quila has an anting-anting. At is believed that it's not, hindi siya natatamaan ng bala. So the Katipuneros won this battle. So after this battle, they escaped to the southern part of Cebu, which is the Carcar City, the famous of the Chicharon. So there, while he was sleeping, he was betrayed by one of his comrades. He was sold to the Spaniards. And then he was killed when he was sleeping. When he was stabbed to his chest and died. So if you visit Carcar City, Leon Quila has a statue. And beside the statue is a house. That is the house where they lived or where they hide. More on the betrayal end. He is not from Cebu. He is from Negros, other island near Cebu. Or on the people from Carcar, or the Carcaranos, as we call them, they are still, parang nahihiya pa din sila sa kung anong nangyari kay Pantaleon Villegas. Kasi yung mga sinaunang mga lolo nila is ginawa na talaga yan kay Pantaleon Villegas. So this one is, as we all know, it's Ferdinand Magellan, or also known as Fernando Magallanes. So he is from Portugal, a Spanish conquistador who believed to invade Cebu. But then, the real invader of Cebu is Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the one who established this fort. Magellan only came here in Cebu because he was lost navigation. Parang nawala siya sa ruta niya papuntang Moluccas Island. So, nandito na siya ng Cebu. When he was here in Cebu, he was thinking that I will just present my religion, which is Christian. So, yun, siya yung nagbaptize ng Cebuanos. Siya yung nag-present. Again, we don't have any religion before. We only believe in nature or in anitos. So, nung pagka-present niya, is binigay niya yung Santo Niño. But then, he has a condition before giving the Santo Niño to Queen Juana. We must be baptized as Christians. So, even though we don't have any religion or they don't know what baptism is, they still agree. That's why yung pinakaunang Pinoy na nabaptize as Christians is Cebuano. It's Queen Juana and King Humabon. So we only came here in search for the Spice Island, or only one spice, which is the cinnamon. Nawala si Magellan. So this one is King Lapu-Lapu. He is the king of Mactan, or as what we called before, Matan. These tattoos, these triangles, that represents the person he killed, or the number of persons he killed in a battle. And if you are a Dato or a chieftain, you will have gods all over your body. Kasi parang that's what describes you as a king. Dato, you are a king, you have many gods. But now, in the government, if you are in the government or a president, you will have many money. Because we don't have any money before. So, Lapu-Lapu is a Filipino warrior. That is why he is wearing a red bandana. And Lapu-Lapu is territorial. Hindi niya gustong may mag-invade sa territory niya. Kaya nung nakipagkaibigan si Magellan kay Lapu-Lapu, Lapu-Lapu disagreed. That is why the Battle of Mactan happened. So it's between Lapu-Lapu and Magellan. And also from the locals and the troops of Magellan. Pero ang tanong, sino pumatay kay Magellan?
Lapu-Lapu.
So alam natin lahat is Lapu-Lapu. But the truth is, hindi si Lapu-Lapu ang pumatay kay Magellan. The one who killed Magellan is one of the soldiers of Lapu-Lapu. Because Lapu-Lapu is 74 to 76 years old already. He is just there. Okay, you do the battle, I'll just watch. But I will get the benefit if we will kill Magellan. Kasi siya yung leader ng locals. Kaya siya yung naka-benefit. Kaya sa mga libro is
Sila
Lapu-Lapu yung pumatay kay Magellan. Pero yung iba may sabi, ay nakagat ng alimango. And the troops of Magellan has a disadvantage. They arrived in the island during low tide. So, hindi accessible sa kanila. Kasi mabibigat yung mga suot. They are wearing heavy metal suits. So, kailangan nilang bumaba sa dagat na maputik at maglakad papunta sa shoreline. And their galleons cannot easily go near the shoreline. Kasi mababaw na yung dagat. And the locals outnumbered the troops of Magellan. And yung suot ng mga locals before is dito lang, pangtakip lang dito. Even though Magellan has guns or any weapons, pero accessible pa din, mas accessible sa locals. And after the Battle of Mactan, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi came back to Spain or escaped going to Spain. And afterwards, he came back to Cebu for two reasons. One reason is for revenge. And the second one is to get back the Santo Niño that is given by Magellan. And nung pagkabalik ni Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, sinunog niya yung buong bahay ng mga locals. All the houses of the locals were burned. But only one house remained unburned. It is now the Basilica del Santo Niño. Sinasa loob, pero hindi niya alam na nasa loob pala yung Santo Niño. So, we believe that again, Santo Niño is miraculous. Kasi hindi siya nasunog. And kung ma-observe nyo, before Santo Niño is white. But now, makikita nyo sa Basilica is black. The priest before thinks that I will just color it black to represent the Cebuanos. Kaya naging black yung Santo Niño ng Basilica. So this one is the barter exchange before of the people using the balangays or the small boats. Because again, they cannot easily, if they use the galleons, they cannot easily go near the shoreline if it's low tide. So ginagamit nila yung balangay or the small boats. So if you are rich in a product, for example, if you're rich in vegetables, you will exchange it to product. Kung gusto niyo ng meat, is you will exchange your vegetable to meat and meat to vegetable. Kasi wala pang pera before. And also, he is with Father Urdaneta because they will bless the products. Parang okay, ibe-blessing ko yung products na mapupunta sa'yo. This one is King Humabon, the king of Cebu. So again, Lapu-Lapu is the king of Mactan and Humabon is the king of Cebu. Same as Lapu-Lapu, the tattoos, the golds, and the red bandana. But the difference is, may manakulusan. King Humabon has a big belly because he is a drunkard. That is why he got jealous to Lapu-Lapu. Because Lapu-Lapu has a sexy body, as you can see. And that is also one of the reasons as to why he accepted Magellan in his territory. More on, the reason why he accepted also Magellan, because he wanted to overpower Lapu-Lapu. He wanted to own Mactan Island. So this one is the wife of King Humabon, Hara Humamay or Queen Juana. Status, hindi po siya nagre-represent ng mga napatay niya or the number of persons he killed. Of course, she had. May lima po siyang asawa. Kaya siya yung tinawag na pinakamagandang Cebuana before. Pala ano ka? So this one is the Santo Niño given by Magellan. And this one is the Anitos that we believed before.
Anito.
Before Christianity was born. This one is Antonio Pigafetta. He is the chronicler of the voyage of Magellan, and he is the man who discovered Cebu or Zubu. Our history came from his writings. Kung walang writings or documents si Antonio Pigafetta, hindi natin alam ang history natin ngayon. But many historians parang kinukontra nila kung totoo ba o hindi ang mga writings ni Antonio Pigafetta. This one is Enrique de Malacca. So hindi alam ni Magellan ang iba't ibang language. And he is the interpreter of Magellan. Kasi siya lang yung multilingual. So he was brought and bought by Magellan to his country. He is a Malaysian. Parang binili siya ni Magellan sa teritoryo niya at dinala ng Cebu at pabalik-balik. And he is the first man to circumnavigate the world with the galleons of Magellan. This one is the blood compact or the Sandugo, the acceptance of King Humabon to Magellan. So it's the slicing of the wrist, mixing each other's blood, and mixing it with coconut wine and drinking it together. Parang it's a sign that you accepted a person or it's a sign that you're united with that person. Pero ngayon, may handshaking na, may giving of gifts, minsan pera. So, the witnesses are the locals, Antonio Pigafetta and Enrique de Malacca. So that's what our history started. Punta po tayo sa taas to see the original cannons. So this one
Samurai.
is the original Japanese samurai given by the Japanese after World War II. Kung nakikita nyo may mga molds na. Because we didn't do any laundry, we didn't touch the costume as to preserve its natural
Japanese. Samurai.
So sila yung humahawak ng law sa mga Cebuano. Kasi the settlers here was, first one is the Spaniards, the second one is these cannons are still but before we have because when the Americans left Cebu, they brought with them 4 cannons as a souvenir. Because as we all know, Americans doesn't want us to copy their technology. Or parang hindi nila gustong mabantayan natin yung technology nila. Kaya dinala nila yung apang. Sabi niya mo. Kasi souvenir ko na ito. Bye Cebu! So Fort San Pedro consists of 3 bastions or the watchtower, all facing the ocean. Doon po sa baba is dagat na. And doon sa likod. So the 3 bastions has different names. This one is Bastion La Concepcion. The other one is Bastion San Miguel. And the other one at the back is Bastion Ignatius de Loyola.
De Leon.
And that is what Miguel Lopez de Legazpi believed. Kasi pinangalanan niya yung every bastions because every war, yung images na pinapaniwalaan nila is dyan nila nilalagay. And it serves as protection of the fort. And every bastion or the watchtower has a Guardia Civil. So they will be the one who will give signals. If there are invaders in that area, they will be the one who gives signals to all the settlers. Dito po tayo. And as you will observe, as we go around Fort San Pedro, you will see Calachuchi tree. But with different colors. This one is white, the other one is pink or fuchsia pink, and the other one is yellow. So this one, as you can see, corals pa po yan.
Wow, ito.
But marami pong namatay sa paggawa ng fort. Because they need to swim in the ocean just to get the corals. And they will be the ones who will destroy them to use it or to make it like this.
So, dagat talaga ito dati.
Yes po. Also this one, the walls are made of corals except po yan, simento na po. Kasi iniba na. Pero corals po talaga yan before. This one is still corals. So these three major windows, this represents something. This represents the three major islands of the Philippines.
Luzon, Visayas.
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And this one is still the original, also the entrance. As you can see, when you enter Fort San Pedro, the pictures at the side or at the right corner, if you are facing, at the left corner, if you are facing there, the original structure. It's still the original structure. But before, all the sides of Fort San Pedro is made up of wood. Then, to fortify its structure, it was built by coral. Ang dami. Alin lang kayo kanina. So, you can see that also coral ko din po.
Corals ba? Akala mo yung dagat dati.
Yan po, is lupa yan. And at the back is dagat na. May reclaim. So, mayroon ng photographic image. Sinira yung view.
Sinira yung view.
Pinatayuan ng building. Yun. Pero yung iba po is bato na. Kasi nasisira yung corals due to natural calamities that happened.
Oo
Iba
nga.
na, naging bato.
Naging bato na.
Yung iba, naging semento.
Sinementohan.
Wala nga nangyari dito nung last earthquake, last September 30. Walang nangyari, kinabukasan, duty agad.
Duty agad.
Kasi wala sa resume, we can work under earthquake. Pero duty is life. Yung mga kasama ko nga, ma'am, nasa airport sila naka-duty. Pag lindol, sabi bukas, magja-duty kayo? Yes, oy, ours is important than life. So here you have the smallest cannon. It is used as trainings of the settlers. And you can see the insides of Bastion San Miguel. You can see three pinapasok yung mga weapons nila or yung mga guns nila. You can see the insides of Bastion San Miguel if you want.
Ano meron?
Yun, dyan nila sinusuksok yung barel para makasilip sila. Tapos dito dun sa pumapatong sa kahoy. Diba?
Yan po sa baba. Kung makikita nyo, naging park na. Pero noon, dagat talaga yan. Nireclaim lang and naging Port of Cebu. Doon na po yung biyahe papuntang Bohol and to other dimension. Ay, to other islands pala.
Ito napapalibutan.
Kaya nga po, nung nagkaroon ng earthquake dito last, nakalimutan ko na anong year doon. Na yung epicenter is Bohol. May nagsabi sa Carpon, dyan sa may market dyan sa Cebu. More on Binondo style. May isang ina na tumawag sa pangalan ng kanyang anak. Sabi niya, tsunami, tsunami! Pero yung mga Cebuano, ang hirap man. Naging tsunami. Tumakbo lahat. Iniwan yung sasakyan, iniwan lahat ng gamit, iniwan kasi tsunami daw. Tapos pinatawag siya, kinabukasan pinatawag siya ng authorities. Sabi niya, ma'am, bakit sumigaw ka ng tsunami? Hindi sir, tinatawag ko lang yung anak ko, pangalan Tsunami.
Tsunami.
Panic lahat eh. Yes, yun nga, sinabi ng iba, sinabi ng iba mga teacher,
May ilaw yan, no?
mga geography teacher. Bakit magka-tsunami sa Cebu? Ipinapalibutan kayo ng islands. Sabi yun ng iba, sumagot naman, ma'am, natulog ako. Natulog ako pag-discuss, yung iba absent. Well, you can feel the pink. Yung iba, Kalachuchi tree represents before as flower of the dead. Kasi some cemeteries here in Cebu has a Kalachuchi tree. Some part of the cemetery here in Cebu. Pero dito, parang it serves as harmony and peace. Kasi may mga nakatira pa din dito, ma'am. Hindi na napapakita. Pero gusto nila mapakita, okay lang. So, dito mo tayo sa kabila.
Ito yung marines, ano?
So Fort San Pedro has a triangular shape, or it's a triangular shape because it represents the Holy Trinity. Iba-iba talaga yung naisip ni Miguel Lopez Diligan.
Yung bridge na yan, ayan na yung Cordova. Ayun na ba yun?
Yes po, that's the Sisilex.
Umuulaw yan
from-
paggabi, no?
May ilaw.
Yes po, connecting from Cebu to Cordova. Kaya po pinadali yung pagpunta ng airport dahil sa Sisilex.
Nga.
Walang traffic.
Walang traffic.
Kasi hindi magka-traffic dyan, may toll.
Hindi ba yun naapektuhan ng ano?
Hindi po. Parang yung other bridges here in Cebu made by the Japanese.
Mag-ano kasi, mahusay talaga yun.
Grabe yung Japanese gumawa ng bridge. Yan po, nung lindol, gumaganyan lang yan.
Nagwe-wave lang.
Tapos sabi ng mga Cebuanos, yung mga Cebuanos talaga ang uuwi. Ma! Lord! Tulong! Magigiba na yung bridge kasi nakaganyan.
Pero yun yung technology niya eh, pag
Yes,
pag
po,
nagka
kahit crack, wala talaga.
Okay na sa Japanese, wag lang sa local, no? DPWH.
Flood control. Contractor. Sabi nga na po ng mga classmates ko, ay wag na lang tayo magtatrabaho, uy. Mag-aasawa na tayo ng contractor. Wala, sige, padayon. So this bastion, or Bastion Ignatius de Loyola, yung mga nahukay po ng mga buto ng mga settlers, is dyan po nila naman. Kaya po, nung may mga students na nag-take ng picture, tatlo sila, may sumali. Naging anim. Pero minsan po may nagpipicture dyan. Sabi ko, ma'am, ba't kayo nagpapapicture? Ang pangit ng view. May building sa gilid. Magkabila talagang building.
Kaya nga ba't ito?
May kahoy pa.
May bahay pa dito.
So all the faunas that you can see inside Fort San Pedro, before it was found in Cebu City or in the downtown area. Pero kaya yung buildings na parang tanim kung tumubo, nasisira to. Kaya dito tinanim namin. Parang pinapakita natin kung ano yung Cebu City before. Baba nakita. And ito po is the yellow Kalachuchi.
Yellow.
Ito pong Fort San Pedro is not just a military base. Before it became a school, then it became a hospital after the war, then it became a zoo. So, maraming nagtatanong, paano naging zoo? Hindi nga po namin alam. Kasi there are no documents as to what animals or insects that is inside. Nag-stop lang siya maging zoo nung may nakagat na caretaker. Then, it became a museum. Naging museum na. Pero before, there was many artifacts that is inside. Pero yung iba is nilipat na sa National Museum. Kaya yung iba, yung ibang tourist is pupunta dito pagkatapos is sa National Museum.
Saan yung National Museum ate?
Yan lang po.
Daan.
Yes. The Malacanang of Cebu.
sa munisipyo.
Hindi na kayo dadaan doon. Doon natakil eh.
Hindi, mamaya na lang.
Oo nga. Hanggang ano oras po yung ano?
Yung...
Yung...
5 po ata. So the major or the biggest Calachuti tree color is white.
White.
Pero nasira ng bagyo.
Ayun nga.
Maganda po maganda yan noon.
Mm.
Marami po yung bulaklak at dahon.
Nahulog
Same
na
sa-
lahat.
sa taas, nahulog. So yung cinnamon na hinahanap ni Magellan is nandito.
Ano?
Parang cinnamon de Cebu. Yung dahon niya po, yung dried leaves niya is ginagamit pangluto ng humba. A specialty here in Cebu. Or ginagamit nila pangluto ng adobo. Para siyang dahon ng laurel. Pero iba yung amoy niya sa laurel. Pero hindi ko mapapaamoy sa inyo yan.
Kasi hindi pa
Kasi
tuyo.
hindi pa tuyo. So dito po, before was the execution area. Dito ako pinatay. Hindi, joke lang. Dito po is the execution area. But ngayon, naging recreational area na siya. Pag may kasal, debut, or any events is dito hindi. Pero may rent.
May rent pa.
Hindi for free. Pero yung rent po is doon po kinukuha yung electrical bills, yung maintenance, and
Sabagay.
yung mga bayad sa mga paglilinis.
Mga staff.
So also that structure na kinabiran ng tent, that structure is still the original. And that one is the biggest cannon. May nagsasabi na hinukay daw yan sa dagat. And may nagsabi na dito talaga yan sa loob. Pero yung believe namin is dito talaga yan sa loob. Kasi paano mo mahuhukay kung walang machine?
Sabagay.
Eh mamamatay din kasi dagat yung dagat yung sa likod.
Hindi kasi dun sa pinto nakatapat ba pag may pumasok, buwanan nila.
Hindi, may napapapicture din siya. Inaano lang, sinasakyan.
Siyasakyan.
So that will be the end of my tour. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Kung gusto niyo po ng shake, may shake. And yung, kung gusto niyo mag-CR. Kasi nainitin kay aircon po yung CR.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat.